We've all heard it's not wise to put all your eggs in one basket. But what if one of your eggs is a whole lot bigger than the rest? Maybe you got in early on a high growth stock or have been with a great company for years. And now a big chunk of your net worth is tied up in that one stock. Understanding how to manage and unlock extra returns from a concentrated equity position is a key piece to growing your wealth. If your goals are to increase your monthly income and have more control over how long you need to work, this presentation might interest you. By the end of this video, you will learn how a covered call works, why they are so popular, and how you can get started today. A good analogy would be imagining you owned several beautiful houses, more houses than you need. You decide to offer one of the houses for sale, but the offer is only available for the next 30 days and only at a price higher than the current value. Someone hears about your house and says, I really like the neighborhood. I might like to buy it. Here is a non refundable deposit to hold it for me. The deposit is what's called the options premium, and you get to keep that regardless of whether they purchase the house or not. One of two things will happen over the next 30 days. Home values in the area will stay below your asking price, in which case the option will expire and you will get to keep the house and the premium. The second scenario is that prices in the neighborhood soar above your asking price. You will still get to keep the premium, but unless you close the option contract before expiration, the buyer will most likely pay your asking price for the house. Let's dive in a little deeper and explore a real life example. Say you own 100 shares of Apple and the current price is $150 a share. You decide to sell the right for someone to purchase your shares of Apple within the next 30 days for $200 a share, also known as the strike price. From here, one of two things will happen. If the price of Apple does not climb $50 in the next 30 days, you keep the options premium and the shares of Apple. Statistically speaking, this is the most likely outcome. Alternatively, if shares of Apple climb above $200 in the next 30 days, you will keep the upfront premium and receive $200 a share. In the first scenario, the outcome is easy. Once the option expires, you would sell another covered call at a new strike price, new expiration date, and collect another premium. Rinse and repeat. In the second scenario, you do have a choice. If you're comfortable selling your shares of Apple at $200, then you would do nothing. If you don't want to sell your shares, you can cancel the options contract prior to expiration for a fee. The biggest risk with the covered call strategy is capped upside potential, meaning if the stock price experiences a substantial rally and rises far above the strike price, you would not participate in those gains beyond the strike price. Using this same example, if your shares of Apple jumped to $220 in 30 days, your gains are capped at $200. Also, the strategy does not protect against the decline in the price of the underlying stock. However, the upfront premium you receive does act as a buffer. The amount of premium you receive depends on the stock's price, the strike price, the time until expiration, and the stock's volatility. Generally speaking, the more time until expiration and the closer the strike price is to the current price of the stock, the higher the upfront premium you would receive. The helpful tip would be to choose a reasonably close expiration of 30 days or less and choose a strike price with plenty of room for the price to run. Simplifying these choices provides manageable and less intimidating guidelines for individuals new to options. You'll make less premium, but lower the chances of the shares being sold. If potentially adding extra monthly income appeals to you and you would like the assistance of an experienced professional, we'll be happy to introduce you to a local financial advisor that specializes in this strategy. Just click the link to schedule a complimentary call. We hope you found this presentation helpful. It's meant to provide a foundational understanding of the covered call strategy. If you plan on proceeding, additional education is recommended. You will also need to be approved by your broker for level 1 options trading prior to starting. We encourage you to start with a small, manageable position to gain practical experience. This presentation is not intended to provide specific advice for your individual financial or tax situation. Please consult with a financial advisor or tax professional for personalized guidance.